That would just never happen to me.
Why do I react like this when someone tells me that? It's not about being fake, because you can genuinely be happy for someone.
Name drop here.
Okay.
I downed McDonald's before this.
Hello friend, welcome to another video. Today I have my baby G right here. We'll be opening a random page and we'll have a real conversation about it. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Let's go ahead, do the thing. If you don't know her, what are you doing? She's already in so many videos in the channel. She's my daughter. Oh my gosh.
Day 44.
Oh, okay.
Says, when celebration feels like grief.
Oh, okay.
I like the title of that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get into my reading voice. Sometimes the hardest people to share our joy with are the ones we love most. You finally catch a win, your child is thriving, your marriage feels strong, or your home carries peace, and instead of celebration, you're met with silence, a subject change, or comparison.
Weren't we just talking about that today?
It stings, it's confusing, and if you're not careful, it can make you shrink. Here's the truth worth holding. People who haven't healed often view joy through the lens of pain. For them, your good stirs up every not enough they buried. They don't mean to make it about them. It's just what unprocessed disappointment does. So, what do? You keep celebrating. You keep naming beauty. You keep choosing to live out loud in the light, even if someone else still lives in the shadow. And when they pivot the convo, try asking gently. Sorry, I have a little burp. I downed McDonald's before this. Is it hard to sit in someone else's win without trying to copy or fix it? Or maybe don't. I don't know. LOL. Hey, you're real, you know? You're not confronting. You're offering a mirror. Because the goal isn't to change them. The goal is to stay you. Even if they never clap, you still dance. Even if they never praise, you still bless. And even if they never say, I'm proud, you still say, this joy is holy. Your wholeness doesn't need their permission to keep expanding.
Mm-hmm.
I know what she's talking about here.
This was the real beginning of my diary. So I was still figuring out the questions for teens and parents. So on this one, I think I did just cafecito questions. Hopefully reading this book and you get to this page, you'll see that there's just a list of questions. I still encourage you to ask your teenager about it, hear them out, what they think, and do it back and forth. That's a conversation. It's a two-way bridge. What's the first question?
It says, who in my life struggles to celebrate with me? How has that affected my voice?
So without saying names.
Yeah, I won't say names,
Okay.
obviously. We don't name drop here.
Do you know what I mean when I say, how has that affected your voice?
Yeah, like sometimes when you say like a celebration to somebody and they don't get the same energy, you kind of feel like...
And next time you don't share,
and
right?
next time you don't share or you don't talk about it with that person.
So that's changing your voice. That's changing who you are just because you don't receive a welcoming celebration from the other person. Mm-hmm. So without naming, can you think of someone?
I mean, maybe friends. Obviously, maybe friends. I tell them about something that I'm really excited about. And they're like, oh, okay. Ugh.
Yeah, and with teenagers, I believe it's different because you guys are still building your voice, still deciding what is it that you like, what don't. And you're still learning how to express these things. It's not an excuse. You still should be a loyal, kind friend. That's just the human being you are. But you are learning how to express it. In adults, though, that's another conversation. Yeah. As adults, we cannot let things that we haven't learned stop us from actually trying to celebrate someone else's joy. I do have a few names in mind that has shaped the way I talk to them. But even with those, I instill myself. I know where they're coming from, and I know what to share and what not to share, but that doesn't mean that I will change the way that I behave in front of them. I will still be me. Yeah. The next one.
It says, do I believe I'm allowed to be happy even when others aren't? That's a good one. I feel like I definitely have grown with this question, this idea of like, am I happy when the other people around me aren't? I'm still learning, so sometimes like it's just an energy shift for me. Like it's just that I want to be around people who have the same energy as me and have the same commitment as me. And usually when I'm around those type of people, I do like back up a little bit, but I don't get my energy towards it either because I just want to listen. I don't want to necessarily just give more because that will kind of hurt me more. But
Okay.
yeah, I feel like I can be myself even when I'm around those type of people.
But when I asked that, I was thinking of something like, let me ask you something else to see if you see what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, yeah.
When you got the liver position, remember?
Yes.
And then there was this older girl, your teammate, not a friend. She wasn't a friend, but she was a
Just
close teammate, right?
yeah, yeah.
You could see the disappointment on your face, on her face, right?
Mhm.
You could see it, you could feel it.
Yeah.
But you were still really happy that you got the role, right? You
Yeah, yeah,
work
yeah.
for it, you show up, you allow yourself to be fully happy in front of her.
Yeah.
What do you remember?
I do, but I do remember it getting her words into me. I do remember myself, even though I was happy that I was got it, I was confident. I still had that little thing of her energy and her words in my mind. But another thing is that I would tell my mom about it. I'd be like, hey, like this is what it's bothering me, this is what she said, and this is how I feel about it, and this is what is causing me to feel.
Mm-hmm.
So that helps me, digest
Process it,
and
yeah.
process it and learn for the next time,
Mm-hmm. As an adult, I will say I have definitely learned how to do this because you don't want to, it's not about being cocky, about celebrating and being cocky in front of them, but it is about living your joy because they don't know what you did to earn that position. I still celebrate my joy on a respectful way because they're humans, they have feelings, we care, right? But as teenagers, I think it's way harder for you because you're trying to make sure you belong, you fit in, you're still trying to build that voice. So I remember telling you, one, don't dim your joy. Try to bring her into it. Try to put encouraging words to her.
And I
Remember?
remember I did, yeah, like throughout the season when we actually started playing, like I was always happy that she was on the court. I would always give her a high five. I would always smile, even though she told me those mean words or she had that mean energy towards me. I still wanted to make sure that she felt included, even if she didn't get that position.
Mm-hmm. What's the next one?
Says, how can I honor my wins without needing applause? That's a good one. I know I keep saying I'm learning.
Because you are learning, I'm learning, you're learning.
Yes.
Come on.
But truly, I'm still learning about this. I feel like, but does it count if it's you guys' applauses? Because I feel like,
We're your parents.
well, I just got a win right now recently. Like, recently I got a win, like a big win that I've been anxious and I've been nervous about. But I haven't told anyone. I've only told you guys.
Okay, and let's see, you tell someone, one of your friends that you really like, and you tell them, hey, so and so happened, I'm really excited, and they meet you with, cool, how would you feel?
I mean, I've had that before. It's actually like a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
I've had that, and I kind of feel like this disappointment because we're friends. We're supposed to celebrate each other's wins, but sometimes it's just not like that. Sometimes people kind of not they don't feel envy. They just kind of feel like that would just never happen to me, or like another thing that she's talking about. I kind of quiet myself, if I'm gonna be honest. I don't really talk about it, and I don't really want to say more wins to them because they don't deserve that if that's your first response.
We were just talking about this today. How do we celebrate our wins without needing someone's applause? And needing or wanting that is very human, especially by the people we love. We want to feel encouraged. We want to hear that you did that, good job. And when we don't, we feel the weight.
Yeah.
But the way that I have learned to celebrate my wins without the applause is, first of all, inner circle. My husband and my daughter are the two people that I will always, always go to. It took years, it took tries, because even inside of us, we were learning how to do that. Outside, there are things that you do or that you win because of what they do to you, not because what they will show. I'm trying to put that into...
I think I know what you're talking about. Like something that's just only for you, that's gonna help you, but it's not like showy. Like it's not gonna show off to other people. Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, that's one. I might get back to this one on the captions or on the comments, but what I'm trying to say is there are things that we do because they bring us good joy and just goodness overall for ourselves that only God and ourselves needs to know. When we focus ourselves on getting those type of wins, we really don't need the applause. We're not doing things to get the applause. We're doing it because of us.
Yeah, like it's just
I
only
think it's a mental shift.
that's because not many people have that mental thing. They want to do it for other people. They don't want to do it for themselves.
Yeah, but we didn't. But we built it.
Yeah, we built it. That's the thing.
And we're still building it.
Yeah, we're still building it.
Is that the last question?
No, there's two more.
Okay, yeah, you say I was.
In the next page, you have parents and teens. So I think you started on day 45 or something.
Yeah.
So it says, what is one way I can be a window today, even if others still live behind the walls?
I got that quote from a book. I remember something about I was reading a book and it said we should be windows, meaning you are a window that shows others what's possible when you leave certain things behind you. Because we're not special. We're literally normal human beings that still try, that still make mistakes. But I think the difference is that we have a willing heart and mind to even sit with the uncomfortable and learn from that. So how can you be a window today for people behind the walls?
I think just being you. I think that's how this is what's worked for me, but like it's just being me, being who I am, and also like another thing is like when people tell you their wins, give good energy to it, because that's what I would do a lot. Even if I really don't like the person, or sometimes like they don't even celebrate my wins, I still want to celebrate your wins. And I feel like, well, it's like what you give back is what you're going to receive back,
and
obviously.
This is not about being fake, because you can genuinely be happy for someone, even if you don't like. Yeah. If you don't like the person, you can genuinely be happy for something good that happened to them.
It takes time. It's not easy, though. It's not easy, because it took me a while to be like that.
Yeah. I feel, to me, being a window is actually, yes, being yourself. But also, I have grown into learning to understand where a lot of the human behavior comes from. And it's really from unresolved things that we learned from being kids, that we saw, and then that we accepted as normal, instead of asking the questions of, why do I react like this when someone tells me that?
Yeah.
And then the first answer that you will land on, oh, because I'm an envy, but nobody wants to hear that. Yeah. And maybe you're not. Maybe you're not envious. Maybe you're just trying to learn how to celebrate other wins while you're still building your own. There's a lot. And by the way, none of this, what I do here, what I share, is therapist. None. Always search professional help. What we are sharing and what I'm sharing comes from a woman that came from a very, very broken home, that sat with the discomfort on my own marriage and in the beginning stages. And then the things that I have learned through mentoring kids, teenagers, with a nonprofit that I volunteer at, which, by the way, that nonprofit is not associated with anything that I do.
Okay, wait, hold up. Cut
on
that.
The channel.
Cut that. This parent keep telling like something, because you keep mentioning that.
It's because it's important that
you know the difference.
We're not associated. It's from learned experience, observations, trial and error, asking help. I had a season with a therapist, which helped me so much. And then I put it into a book, and then I continue to learn. Things might shift. I might add more. I might take it back. Who knows? But we're humans. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
Is there one last one, right?
Yeah, one last one. It says, if you could bottle up one moment from our family history, which would you keep forever? I
remember adding those questions because I was like, oh, this is kind of heavy for the average reader. Let me try to add something light. But then I removed those. So
it's only deep now. Like, we're going to think.
And we're going to connect with each other, okay? Yeah. So what's one memory that you could bottle up?
So many I could bottle up, honestly. I feel like I could have like 20 bottles of memories.
I'm gonna go first.
Yeah, you go first.
The second one will be the first time that Grace drove in the highway. Papito was on the back seat, all scared. And I was just in the front, chilling, just, guiding her. And she was like locked in. And we made it to a Dunkin' Express where I made my favorite drink, 7 pumps of caramel swirl. And then we finished the night eating at the Wendy's that was attached to that Dunkin' Express pilot gas station. It was such a small moment because we do drive there a lot in life, and the most wholesome moments are made of those, and we should never overlook them.
Yeah. My mom always told me, like, all my life, like, most of my teenage years, like, to soak up the little moments, little tiny things. And I feel like that's really helped me see us as a family. And I think I have my one. I don't know if this actually happened, but I think we are at the beach at Wilmington, and I think we were like hugging all together. I don't
For
know.
New Year's?
I think it was for New
Mm-hmm.
Year's or when I turned 15. Oh no no
You
no.
would
And
also
no,
went to
I was
Wilmington.
no because yeah oh yeah because you wrote happy birthday.
Mm-hmm.
That's where it was coming from. Yes, so my parents wrote happy birthday and they hugged at midnight, and I just remember that moment. How like just us as a family and how we celebrate each other, and I feel like it was just very wholesome.
But it wasn't for your 15.
I
Because
think it was
you were in
14.
Florida for your 15.
Ah, yes, I was. So maybe like my
Maybe
14th,
14.
14, 13.
Yeah.
I think both either of
Yeah.
those two.
And that's a good example of we do so much for our kids that we think goes unnoticed because we're so busy on the routines, on the day to day. But a simple note, a random simple note on their lunch bag saying, "Hey, I love you.
I
Keep
remember
going."
those.
Yeah. Or a simple note under their pillow from you. Those things will stay with them. Even when they don't say it, one day you'll be sitting with them and they'll be like, I remember that one note you left. Don't feel discouraged if you're doing those. Keep doing. You're building that emotional sense and identity of your kid. And I promise you, they will shine. They will shine with time. As a whole entry,
Yeah.
as always, I do this with her, but I also do every Monday with a teenager. You see every other Monday a video with a teenager. With her, she's my baby G, so we can go to the uncomfortable. We can ask those questions because we ask them even without the camera. That's how we got into this point. With teenagers, I will still have meaningful conversations. I just have some restrictions because again, they're minors, so we gotta be careful of how we share their private work. We still learn a lot, we still laugh, we still share, so be tuned for those. Is there anything you want to add before we end this one?
Next team video is gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I already know who it is,
Yeah, don't be.
but I won't say anything. I won't say the name. You'll just have to see. You have to wait. Next one's gonna be good because she's a favorite.
Oh, you're
But
saying she's a favorite? Ooh.
everyone's a favorite. But
No, all teenagers are my special guests, and I mean it from my heart. I love. It's an honor.
yeah, she every teenager's her favorite. Everyone, yeah.
They're also different, full of wisdom, full of ideas, and full of life. And I love that they get to share it here. And I hope that you enjoyed it as well. Always like, comment, share. What else?
Yeah, like, comment, share.
Repost.
Well, that's on TikTok.
Follow.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like and comment and click the notification bell for new videos.
Okay.
I know my stuff.
That's the pro right there. Very well. Thank you, friend.